Hi. Welcome to All Things Royal. We are still on Wendy Berry's book, A Housekeeper's Diary, Charles and Diana Before the Breakup. As mentioned in previous videos, Wendy Berry was the housekeeper at Highgrove for 7 years and her service ended just as the couple broke up. So, she was there at a significant time in Charles and Diana's life. This book was also banned in the UK by the then Prince Charles. Anyway, in this next chapter, Wendy talks about how they attended a benefit concert for the Prince's Trust which Diana described to be boring. Wendy and his son attended the concert too, and during the concert, it turned out to be more exciting to look at the audience and see who attended the show. Wendy once again speaks of how Diana was close with staff, sometimes talking to them about how awful and boring the concert was, and so on. Wendy also talks about how Charles sometimes became obsessed with polo and how he became irritated when he did not play well or when his team lost a game. He would sometimes talk to Major Ronald Ferguson, Sarah's father, about polo. Major Ferguson at that time was Charles' polo manager. Wendy also tells about how she heard from other staff about Major Ferguson's glee about his daughter landing a prince. Wendy also talks about Tigger, Charles' Russell Terrier, and how Charles so loved this dog, even letting the dog get on the bed at times. On the other hand, Diana did not like Tigger. I think mostly because Charles allowed the dog onto everything and he showed so much concern and affection for it. Charles' regular visits to Camilla were also still very much ongoing. Sometimes, Wendy suspected that Camilla and Charles used to have their meetups on the royal train because Charles would order the train for his use but then delay departure for 2 to 3 hours. Diana also had her own friends to meet up, including Philip Dunn, David Waterhouse and James Hewitt. Wendy mentions also that Diana was very upset about finding out that on a state visit to Turkey, Camilla and her husband incidentally were also in Turkey. While the affair of Camilla and Charles and of James and Diana were already common knowledge by staff and the parties concerned, what Diana did not like was the blatant nature of Charles' actions in going to Turkey with Camilla. After the trip, Diana just refused to talk to Charles when he got back and their marriage was once again on the hostile side. When the couple were not together, it was actually great relief for the staff. Charles and Diana and the boys did go on holiday when William was on a school break. But the dresser Evelyn reported that the holiday was not a happy and enjoyable one because of the couple's animosity towards one another. The couple did make an effort, however, to put on a united front when entertaining guests in Highgrove. The staff was always nervous that the couple might have an embarrassing fight in front of the guests. But most times, Charles and Diana were able to put off arguments enough to entertain guests. Wendy, however, tells about the time still when Diana would leave Highgrove crying. While other staff who favored Charles would not have much pity for Diana, Wendy felt for her. She felt sorry for Diana, whom she saw as a princess trapped in a fairy tale which was very much far removed from reality. Wendy mentions also that Diana was also close to Prince Edward. Diana loved hanging out with him and they became very close as well. Wendy mentions also about a gay footman who was spreading rumors about Prince Edward having homosexual tendencies. But this was just rumor according to Wendy. Wendy acknowledges, however, that there was a lot of gay staff in the palace and that there seemed to be a lot of sex going on between the staff, sometimes the gay and straight staff. This would lead Wendy to Diana and her work with AIDS. Following Diana's attendance in an AIDS seminar, Diana mentions concerns about a possible epidemic of the disease, including the possibility of even one staff in the palace being infected with AIDS. Towards the end of the chapter, Wendy tells of a time when Charles invited them all, the staff and Diana and the boys, to go watch fireworks at Tetbury, England. While they were watching the fireworks, they were surprised by flashes and lights and thought at first that fireworks went off near them. It turns out to be the press and photographers taking pictures of the Wales family. So, Charles had to usher them back into the car and back to Highgrove. What would have been a lovely moment for everyone was ruined. Anyway, what do you guys think? Do you think it would ever have worked between Charles and Diana even without Camilla? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like my videos and subscribe to my channel. Bye for now and have a nice day.